So over the last couple of weeks, I've been getting a lot of tweets and DMs about other music from outside of the series that I'm currently doing. So I've got the Harry Styles, I got the BTS, I'm doing the Taylor Swift series. And many of you have asked me, hey, have you heard this or you heard that? And my audience reaches further than just the US. So there's plenty of people in India, South Korea, Philippines, Malaysia. And I've been getting artists sent to me, and it's been really like mind-opening to hear other things. And I think BTS was probably the start of that for me because, I'm Korean, but I don't understand all of the language. I know some of the language. Just being around my mother, I know some of it, but I am not fluent in it. And I think a lot of people, they kind of stop right there when they hear something that the language is different or something like that. I think K-pop is probably opening that door a lot to that. There's a German artist called Sophie Hunger that I listen to a lot. She's speaking in German. I don't even know what she's saying, but I like the music a lot. I like her delivery. I love her voice. So for me, I'm just a music guy. I love music, whatever language it's in. The point of that story is there's been a lot of people off my radar that many of you have known about, heard about, listened to, and all this stuff. And frankly, I am just here for the ride, man. I am so grateful that I'm getting to hear all this. All right. Well, I'm Tommy Mars. Today's episode, what I'm going to do is I got sent to me. I probably got this video sent to me. I got it at least a couple dozen times. Easy, a couple dozen times. It's been in my queue. This is something that I'm going to watch. And then I got an email from somebody I really trust, somebody in the music business. And they're like, hey, Tommy, have you ever heard of Marcelito Pomoy? And I was like, no, I've never heard of that person before. And they're like, okay, so it's this guy from the Philippines and he has this amazing voice. He was on America's Got Talent. I was like, okay, yeah. And, sad, I actually don't watch America's Got Talent, so I wouldn't know. I know one person off of that, and that was Grace Vanderwall. Actually, was that America's Got Talent? I think it was. Jeez. Anyway, they were like, you should really give this a listen. I mean, this is something that'd be right up your alley because I'm always talking about vocals. I love vocals, and I love being blown away by a great vocal, And if you watch my videos, I'll break down the production side all day. I love the production. I like the mix. I like the engineering, all of that stuff. But when somebody does something special vocally, I kind of just lose my mind over it because I'm like, how the heck did they do that? You know what I'm saying? So like, even when I'm recording my own music, I'm like, I'll try to do something. And sometimes I'll look over at the engineer and be like, yeah, that wasn't good. So what I'm going to do is I pulled up this video, and the video that got sent to me is The Prayer. So it is Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli. Okay. And this is live on Wish 107.5. I was told that he is Filipino. That excited me. I have a tiny little connection. One is because I'm half Korean, and when I was younger, a lot of people used to ask me if I was either Mexican or if I was Filipino. So people used to ask me that a lot when I was younger. Actually, I follow a really cool account on Twitter called Filipino Food. And actually, how I got turned on to them was, this is a weird thing. So I was in Las Vegas for a big boxing match. So Manny Pacquiao is my guy. He's been my favorite for a long time. So I was in Vegas to cover the fight, actually. So I was doing interviews with the fighters and all this other kind of stuff. That's a whole different thing. If you go to my website, soundvapors.com, there's stuff on there about Manny Pacquiao. But so I was there covering that fight, and I did some Twitter live stuff, and I wrote about Manny and stuff like that. So anyway, so this Filipino food account started following me because Manny Pacquiao follows their account, and it's all kind of like, interconnected. Anyhow, so I started following them, and they have some really great recipes. So there's my, I guess you would say, is my my Filipino connection. And I think the only other thing would be Arnel Pineda. He is the lead singer for Journey, and he has a phenomenal voice. And I think his story was they found him on YouTube singing Journey songs. I think that's what it was. I have to look into that. So there you go. So I got it pulled up. Let's go. Whoa. That is way up there. And help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us through our lives, guide us with your grace. Oh my Okay, you weren't kidding about a voice. Oh my gosh. So that is way up there in the upper register, and that does not sound like a head voice to me. That is not going up into the head voice. I mean, it still feels chesty, but very high in the register. That is really impressive. Oh my goodness. And then this is live, so this is not, there's no benefit of the studio here. And then from the camera angle, it looks like traffic's going by. So like, first of all, that would be nerve-wracking anyway, just sitting into, I've been at a radio station before, live on the air, and it makes you very nervous. Like this right here, what we're doing, I get to edit this. So if I sneeze or something, like I get to take it out. But whoa, okay. Wow. Wait a sec. What? How the heck did he just go so low there? Okay. And then he went right back up to, hold on a second. Hold on. I have to go back and hear this. What? Oh my. Hold on, dude. I got the chills. What the heck? If I just heard this, if I wasn't watching this, and you asked me who that was, I mean, clearly it's two different people, right? Oh my God. In these videos, I like to kind of give little anecdotes and, all this. Oh my God. He goes high. The power when he just went right there and he pushed that lower register. Oh my gosh. That's every singer's dream. Everybody wishes they could do that. And not a crack anywhere. That, oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Just like every child, need to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. This is insane. And the key change. Oh my gosh. Oh. That might be one of the most amazing things I've ever heard, these 2 ears. I had some stuff to say. I just didn't want to stop again. I had to hear what was coming next. One of the great benefits for doing these videos, I just put a camera in my face to record my reaction, as I'm watching this. I'm actually curious to go back and watch what happened to me as I was watching him hit those notes. those strong chest voice notes, those high registers. And then he did this little run, it's gone now, but he did this little run that I was just like, oh my gosh. And I'm almost curious to see how I looked watching it, because I feel like my jaw dropped. I mean, at the beginning I was kind of like, wow, okay, I didn't expect this voice, but it's really strong. The pitch is perfect. And then he goes in this low voice, but then it's like, he projects that power, and then that crescendo where it just builds and it gets so big. That was, okay, the first thing I'm going to do before I edit this video down, like long before you will have seen this, is I am texting this to my friends. Like, have you ever seen this before? What the heck? Okay, man, I'm going to go. That was amazing. That was surreal. All right, if you want to come find me on Twitter or Instagram, it's the same, TOMMYMARZBAND, Tommy Mars Band. Come find me on one of my social, whatever. Come out, reach out and say hello, would you? Can you let me know the first time that you heard this? I kind of want to know what your reaction was. What did you think when you first heard this? Because I am blown away. All right, I'm going to go right now. I got to go watch this thing again. That's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to shut off this camera, and I am going to watch this. I got to go watch this again. All right, it's Tommy Mars. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.